In this video, we see how we can integrate an Antlr generated parser into our existing or new Java project. In the previous video, we saw how we can generate a parse tree using an Antlr parser and to display the tree in a GUI window like this. We had a C++ source code file and we could use Antlr to generate a tree like this. This is nice if we just want to have a quick look at a tree, but we actually want to use the tree in our program as an object and manipulate it further. So we start again with a folder containing just our Antlr jar, which we downloaded, and a grammar file. Again, we need to generate our Antlr parser and lexer first. We do this by java-jar, the Antlr jar, and the grammar file. But this time we give it two more optional parameters. First, we say that we don't need a visitor, and second, we say we don't need a listener. So we will not create those two Java classes. Here we are. Again, we have the lexer and the parser generated from Antlr. So now create a new project. I will use IntelliJ for this. So I created a new Java project in IntelliJ and moved the grammar file into a new grammar folder, the Antlr jar into a lib folder, and the other files that we just created into my source code folder. I will create now a new class. Let's call it Antlr parser. And that one will contain our main method. So what we first need to do is add the Antlr jar to our project's dependencies. So let's go to our project settings or module settings and go to dependencies and add that jar. Okay, now we need to create a few Antlr related objects. We start with the input, which is a jar stream. Antlr provides a static helper method in jar streams where we can create a jar stream from a file. Next, we will use the lexer that we just created and create one. This one needs a jar stream as an input, so let's put it here. The next object we create is a common token stream, which requires a token source, and this is our lexer. And now finally we will use our parser. So let's create a new C++ parser which takes a token stream as an input. Now we can see that we can call translation unit on our parser, which gives us back the parse tree, entering the grammar from the start rule, which is called translation unit. So now I will just put a simple breakpoint here. And oh, I think we forgot the example file. So just let's create it and copy it again. Okay, let's see if this works. So it's compiling and stopping here. And let's see our parse tree object. It's a translation unit context, which is good. This is the root of our tree. And it has two children, a declaration sequence context, and EOF, the end of the file. We can have a look at our tree from the GUI again and see this is exactly the beginning of our tree, translation unit with declaration sequence and end of file. We can look a little bit deeper in it. Here is a function definition, which is this one. So it seems we have our tree in our Java project.